Okay, this is the garage door operator video. All right. These are our door controls right by the pedestrian door into the garage, which does have a self-closing spring, which is a good thing. Okay. Now these buttons are higher than 5 feet from the ground, which is a good thing. Keeps the little hands from coming up. But we should have a safety notice posted right here next to the control buttons. And it would be better if the control buttons were labeled. That's not a deficiency. Okay? I mean, we assume this is going to be the door closest to us, and we assume this is going to be the door farther from us. But that's an assumption. These are the overhead doors. They're supposed to be GFCI protected. We don't know that because they're not labeled. Not labeled as being GFCI protected. Let's just do this GFCI right here. Got any more GFCIs in here to talk about? No, we don't. Are they still illuminated? No, they're not. Nothing happens. They are GFCI protected, but every GFCI receptacle should be labeled as being GFCI protected. It's not labeled as being GFCI protected. He'll come on in a minute. Now this one doesn't have to be labeled because you see the GFCI device on it. See the GFCI device on it. Now does he work? Yes, he does. Now are they illuminated? Yes, they are. Now does the door work? Yes, it does. See that? I broke the beam. I broke the beam. That tells us that the safety reverse is working. Alright, I do not do block tests. As stated in my inspection agreement, it's going to be stated in the report. My inspection agreement on the my inspection agreement posted online says that I do not do block tests. It's a business decision that I made. Alright, do no harm. Block tests are important. You should get the builder to demonstrate to you with a block test that works properly. I know that you at least have that. Now, these optic sensors, they should not be farther from the ground than 6 inches. They're just a little too high here. It's a little too high. Check this out. Yep, higher than 6 inches. Even if I go with the garage floor, and I don't, I go from here. It's too high. The wires that are keeping, the staples that are keeping the wires out of harm's way, they should have been insulated staples, and they're not. They're not insulated staples. We should have pull handles inside of the doors, and we do not. We should have warning notices posted on the first panel inside on both sides, and we have those. We have our warning stickers. Now we have a warning sticker over here. Corridor door safety instructions. Yes, we do have warning stickers here, like we should have had posted over there. But we don't have those. I mean, that phone's got me flustered. We have our warning stickers here, but we do not have a warning notice there. We should have pull handles inside each of the doors, which we do not have. Our door locks have been decommissioned. That's a good thing. When you have an automatic door opener, you do not need a manual door lock. If you take the door opener off, then you would take this bolt out, and then you would have a manual door lock. But until then, until you have a situation where you need a manual door lock, it should be decommissioned. Otherwise, you could close the door. Someone could close the door. Someone could lock the door. Somebody else could come in, or somebody would forget and push the button in the side of their car or push the button on the wall. The door would try to open, but it would have been left locked. It would have caused, pretty expensive damage to your door. So that's a good thing that they've been decommissioned. We got our emergency pull handles. We've got instructions. And the doors are on GFCI protected circuits. However, they're not labeled is being GFCI protected. So what we learned? We learned that we do not have a warning notice over here on the door buttons. We learned that our GFCI protected receptacles are not labeled. We learned that our optic sensors are too high. We learned that we do not have pull handles inside the doors. And those are the things. Those are the things. Bonus round! Yay! This is the lawn sprinkler control system. Inside, I think the house faces south, so this is going to be the west wall. And here they are, they're all labeled. We got our care and use manual. And I haven't seen a weather sensor yet, but this is not a lawn sprinkler. I don't see a... You know what else I don't see? On new construction, what I'm used to seeing? I'm used to seeing the building permit. That's what I'm used to seeing.